One of the most talked about bills in the State House last session would lower the income tax for most South Carolinians. The plan passed in the House still, though, has a long ways to go. State House reporter Caroline Yaffa tells us the status of the income tax bill and what we can expect for its future.
South Carolina's new state budget is set to go into effect July 1st, and it would lower the state income tax rate to 6%. But what makes South Carolina different than its neighboring states? Well, in South Carolina, they let taxpayers deduct federal taxes first, making the state seem less competitive just when you do a quick Google search.
That doesn't help us when people are Googling us and looking at us. They don't realize that we allow you to take all your federal deductions before we assess our tax, and no one else does that. And so because of that, it makes us look uncompetitive. And so the goal is to, one, get back our ability to control our tax code and take that away from the feds.
In the final weeks of session, the House approved a bill to make the current tax brackets 1.99% for people making as much as $30,000 and a 5.39% for people who make above that. Lawmakers say it would gradually lower both rates and eventually move to a single 1.99% flat tax for everyone.
When you start digging in and looking at what it actually is doing, and this bill did that, it actually was going to cause 1/3 of South Carolinians' taxes to go up.
Newton says it's important for the Senate to make changes they feel are necessary so that they can help pass this bill.
We have to balance our budgets. We can't just give a tax cut that we can't pay for.
Even though lawmakers aren't in session right now, conversations have been happening behind closed doors about what comes next for this bill in 2026.
We've started, the finance staff has really just started diving into the House bill. At the same time, it's just like I said, we're looking at the overall tax reform and how this would look if it fit into that.
But I was not prepared to vote for a bill that at the outset was going to have such a impact on those working class families.
In Columbia, I'm Caroline Yaffa.
Lawmakers say if the state keeps seeing strong revenue growth, this bill in its current form could eventually open the door to ending state income tax completely.